So the Plastic Free July challenge starts on Wednesday, the 1st of July, funnily enough. This here is Charlie, the other half.
Hello.
And he has begrudgingly agreed to sit on this video. He's not on social media, he's not a big fan of all this stuff, but he loves me and that's why you're doing it.
And I realise the importance of it.
Of course, of course. So last July, I did the Plastic Free Challenge. I gave up all single-use plastic. It was very stressful. I didn't have you on board entirely. So this year, I want Charlie to be on board. And instead of trying to give up everything, I have made a short list of stuff that we're going to agree together, which will be interesting. Charlie doesn't know what the shortlist is yet. So what I've done is I've taken a look at everything we throw away in the bin. I've taken a look at the local shops to see what we can realistically buy. And I've made a short list of what I think is a challenge, but realistic, that we can swap for the whole of July. What single-use plastic can we give up throughout the whole of July? So I'm going to read out these items. This is your chance,
okay,
as the other valued member of the household, to object if you really object to something, or challenge me if you think it's unrealistic, because it's going to be an honest vid.
Okay.
All right?
Agreed.
Here we go. Item number one, there's a couple of easy ones too. Item number one, hummus.
Okay.
We will not buy hummus, we'll always make it homemade.
That is very achievable. I've seen that happen. That's possible.
Nice. Item number two, bags of ice.
Bags of ice is again agreeable, but obviously we're in the summer months, and you know it's nice to have ice in our drinks, our alcoholic drinks, and so I will agree to this as long as you continue to stock the ice cube trays.
Done.
And by stock the ice cube trays, for reference, that means that what Katie's been doing is she's been filling up our ice cube trays, but then emptying them into a Tupperware and then refilling them again. So we're not just restricted to having cold drinks by the ice cube trays. She's actually been building up an armoury, if you like.
Yeah, so I've got to keep on top of that.
Correct.
All right, done. It's turned out quite easy so far. Bing bong. Right, coleslaw.
Yeah, right, okay.
Okay, because I've mastered it, I think, coleslaw.
Yeah.
It's hard to get a tasty coleslaw, and I think I've got it.
Yeah, you've made progress with the coleslaw, yes.
Coleslaw progress. Tick! Okay. All fruit and veg, except for spinach and berries.
I think that's also agreeable.
I was expecting this to be much more argumentative.
Well, to be fair, you know, if you have access to these things and they are accessible and we can get them quickly and easily, then there's no reason why I would put up any objection to that.
No, true. And spinach and berries are the only thing that we've not found.
I don't like the spinach that comes. It doesn't last very long. Again, it's got to be practical. So the spinach doesn't last very long. It's completely different to the spinach that we get in the other thing.
It's rank.
It's not for me. So
okay. Crikey. Right, toilet roll.
Again, I mean, as long as you get it from the place, as long as there is toilet roll available when I need it, then that's absolutely fine.
But being wagged sustainably. Right, here we go. Bread.
Bread, again, is achievable, I suppose, because we've got...
So if you think about, we buy bagels, we buy pita breads, we buy wraps, we buy sometimes sliced bread. The deal is, for July, we only go to the bakery or have a little go at making it.
Yeah, we'll go to the bakery.
Bread. You're really seriously agreeing to this?
These are all achievable things.
Nice.
I mean, to be fair, I've seen hummus, I've seen coleslaw, I've seen ice, as in, I've seen it in our house, so that's been manufactured by Katie. I've seen most of these things.
Right,
so
okay.
It's just a case of them being available when they are needed. This is the problem. This is the problem with all of these plastic swaps, is that we have got used to a life of convenience. And so I'm happy to do that little extra work to accommodate a plastic-free environment, but it needs to be there when I need it, particularly the toilet roll.
Okay, but what I'm saying to you is, if these aren't here, you can't go out and buy plastic. We have to make
no,
the extra effort.
yeah, I will make the effort
Alright.
for it to, you know, for it as well.
Okay, so occasionally, and much more Charlie than me, we eat fish and chicken. It's rare, but we do eat it. So this has to be a trip to the counter with a Tupperware.
Yep, I said I would do that, that's fine.
Have you been drinking?
I've had 3 coffees, I'm kind of nervous.
Falafel?
Again, I've seen these things. I would have, I mean, just for reference, we haven't scripted this, but I would have a lot more reservation over all of these things on this list. If I had, knowing Katie probably a lot better than most of you guys, I would have more reservations over this had I not tangibly seen these done in this house. But I have seen them done, and so
yeah, well, that's the point of June. Is that you're experimenting, and the experiments have gone well.
Yeah,
okay, lovely. Granola. Now last year I did make granola, and you've slipped back into nice boxes of it. I'm saying I'm going to master granola, and you can't buy any over.
I can, yeah. I mean,
and
you can actually get granola from Harriet's, so can't you? So.
You can get muesli. Other places definitely have granola. Are you saying you don't want me to make it?
No, I'm just saying I could probably live without it.
Dick. Sorry, tick. Now here we go. Did you see it?
I did see that, yeah.
Sweet treats. Now, we have got into very bad habits.
Can I make a point here?
Hang on. You don't know what the rules are.
Oh.
I'm suggesting where we have them a lot, we only have them 1 day a week. This is supposed to be an achievable list.
Well, hang on a minute. Well,
it's
you said an achievable list, right? So on here, but you have got spinach on there, which we've made an exception for. So why would you make? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to go out of my way to buy things wrapped in plastic. I will have it as.
But sweet treats. I'm talking, you know, your chocolate bars, your millionaire shortbreads, cakes.
Yeah, but these are all wrapped in plastic.
Yeah, so I'm saying.
Well, how is this achievable then, in any way, shape, or form?
So I'm saying to you, we cut them,
right?
Or the compromise would be we do it once a week. Should we try and cut them? Because we both think we're getting fat anyway.
Again, in the interest of you saying that we're being honest about this, I'm not going to do that once a week.
So what are you saying?
Well, you're going to need to think of an alternative way of doing this.
Hang on. Instead of saying completely cut out, I think 1 day a week is really, like, I think we should try.
All right, I will try.
That was such a parent, I will try. We'll see. It's a challenge.
I'll support you in this.
Oh, come on! It'll be good. We eat too much sweet stuff.
The thing is what if some of these people see me out cheating?
Well, they won't, because you won't cheat.
I'll do my best. I'll keep. The thing is, and actually, when we've done this before, and I wouldn't lie about this. You know, I wouldn't. I actually did make an effort with all of these things. I remember I even brought them back to you and said, "Oh, look what I've done," didn't I? So I will make an effort. I will make an effort, and if I fail on it, it doesn't mean that I'll just let it all go. I will continue. I will make my best efforts.
We'll think of a forfeit. We'll think of a forfeit.
All right, I'll do my best. But in failure, I will also, you know, give it some contrast and balance and say, actually, this is what I did manage to find.
All right,
yeah?
And it's all about being honest. Okay, so what is that? A tick?
Yep.
And then condiments.
No way. No, that's a joke.
No, we just buy glass condiments. We have to make sure we buy like ketchup in glass bottles, because everything else is pretty glass.
Yeah, I think that's probably doable, isn't it?
We're about to run out of ketchup too.
I suppose so.
Glass. It's not changing a brand.
No, that's still.
And then what it does mean is that we've got a nice list of 11 things, which Charlie's going to sign. That's right. They are just a list of 11 that we've agreed.
So the temptations are right.
There's lots. Don't draw Willie. We're going to continue to make more swaps as the month goes on, and also we do have quite a few swaps under our belt already.
You can't show them this because that's my actual signature.
All right, we won't. You just have to prove it to me. We've signed it. And that's that. So we've agreed on it. Have you got yourselves a list? Even if you do it like into the month, it doesn't matter. You might get a few days in and organise yourself this weekend. The point is, like, what can you swap and what can you stick to for the whole month of July, and who can you drag along with you? Mwah!
My advice for this sort of thing, having to be the caravan that's being towed by the
horse,
is that when we've done this previously, you know, I'm happy to make changes, and I've always done my best to uphold said changes. But generally, I found that they're more effective and they last longer if, you know, don't try and change too much too quickly, because you're kind of setting yourself up to fail. Make them realistic changes. Is that, can you say that?
It's something I say all the time, Charles. It's great advice.
And even if you come out of it and you've only made like 2 or 3 changes, then it's been a success, isn't it?
Exactly. That is absolutely true. And like anything, it tends to be at least 1 or 2 things that stick with you.
Yeah.
We never leave the house without a reusable bag now, do we?
No, or bottle.
Or bottle. So there you go. Small changes, big love.
Just don't change the chocolate.